Okay, this next video is going to go through the compliance tab. So we're going to go in here into compliance. Now you'll see that we already have some in here for tax and code. That's why I chose this one. But the way that it works is these are prohibited terms or alternatives, right? So for example, right now, Brian Peterson, who's the owner of Tax and Code, has said, guys, I don't want you writing any content around banks because banks used to buy tax liens, they don't anymore. So I don't want us saying that. So anytime the AI comes up with a script using banks, we switch that to institutional investors. So this is a kind of an override, if you will, or an addition to our compliance engine that's already pre-built into all copy. This is just an extra thing that we can go in there specifically by client and say, hey, for tax and code, we don't want to come up with anything called banks. The other thing is they've switched their name from Masterclass to Fast Start Event. Well, we've fed it some information that's where we used to call it Masterclass. So now what we're saying is if the content ever comes up with Masterclass, change that to Fast Start Event. That's what it should be. So that's how the compliance section works. And all you've got to do is come in here under Add New Rule, put the prohibited term and the suggested alternative. Let's just say we don't ever want to say red. We always want it to be yellow. So you would say, oh, if anything comes up with red, switch it to yellow. So you add that, and then voila, it adds an extra level of compliance, override, if you will, to your content. Now I'm going to delete that, of course, but and then always, again, just save your configuration. But that is how the compliance tab works.